Today's episode is brought to you by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bushes.com/join our team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join our team.
From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Kayla Cockrell with today's Free Press Voice Briefing. It's Monday, November 21st, 2022. Kiesha Miller was 27 when on November 10th, Detroit police shot and killed her at her West Side home. Miller's mother, Lakeisha Washington Meeks, had called the police because her daughter, who she said was diagnosed with schizophrenia, had been experiencing a mental health crisis, and armed with a bat, knives, and gun, she allegedly hit her son. Memories of Miller and her dance moves remind the family of who their loved one once was. Someone who was full of love and life, whose loyalty inspired others, and who had a deeply funny sense of humor. But those memories also serve as a reminder that Miller had more life to live. Detroit Police Chief James White said 3 officers shot 4 rounds at Miller during an alleged struggle for a gun, although Miller's family are skeptical of that claim. Body camera footage has not been released. Unlike the October police killing of Porter Burks, 20, a short distance away from Miller's home, Burks was also diagnosed with schizophrenia and had been wandering around his home with a 3.5-inch knife when 5 police officers shot 38 rounds at him, fatally striking him 19 times. Following the killing of Miller, police suspended 2 police officers, 1 supervisor, with a recommendation to the Detroit Board of Police Commissions that they be suspended without pay. The officers are being evaluated for potential reductions of rank. An additional supervisor was taken off the streets and assigned a desk job. Miller was a woman of many talents and a lover of hip-hop, sneakers, beauty, and fashion, family members said. Her mother said that her 2 children were her world. For parents who don't know where else to turn to get intensive long-term mental health treatment for a child, some have found no better option than to walk away. They report themselves to Child Protective Services to force the state's hand in providing a place where the child will not be in danger. Families with children exhibiting extreme behavior repeatedly reach out for help anywhere they can think to look. Schools, doctors, therapists, community mental health providers, and even residential treatment centers, where they hope they can be safe and therapeutic. They confront a yawning gap between the services they can find and afford and what their children need. A network of child caring institutions across Michigan and the country offers beds to children whose needs are so great that they cannot be met in their communities. The kids who make it to one of these centers sometimes find safe, therapeutic treatment that can turn their lives around, though investigations by the media and the state themselves have found that some of these centers offer nothing of the sort. Parents who fear for their children's lives and their own find no other choice. Going it alone is impossible, but so, it seems, is finding help. Advocates say bigger changes are needed. They want a lot more support for families before they ever reach crisis points that send parents scrambling.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department, still trying to explain just who these new Detroit Lions are. They've now won 3 in a row after Sunday's 31-18 victory at the Giants on Sunday. It's the second straight road win for the Lions, who are now 4-6 on the season. Not exactly playoff contenders, but the outside looking in on the playoff race. The defense was the star on Sunday, holding Saquon Barkley to just 22 yards rushing and coming up with a pair of interceptions by rookies Aiden Hutchinson and Kirby Joseph, by the way, and a fumble recovery. That one by Hutchinson, too. The Lions now get ready for their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday against the Bills, who were actually at Ford Field on Sunday, defeating the Browns. Buffalo's huge snowstorm last week pushed the NFL to move the game to Detroit. So Buffalo should be pretty familiar with the surroundings.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com.